Hello and welcome. This is Michelle with PaperStampInk. Thanks for stopping by my channel today, where you'll receive tips, techniques, and tutorials to inspire you in your own paper crafting projects. If that sounds good to you, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below, ring the bell, and you'll get notification of future projects. So today we are going to talk about these mini Post-it note holders. Aren't they just adorable? Anything mini, wonderful. These are great for craft fairs, good for little gifts. You can dress them up however you want, and I'm going to show you how to assembly line these and make them in a flash. So let's go ahead and put these off to the side, and let's grab our paper, stamps, and ink. I have a sheet of the Painted Seasons Designer Series paper. I have got a scrap of Pool Party, because I know since Stampin' Up's so great about giving us coordinating colors with their Designer Series paper, I know Pool Party and Lemon Lime Twist are going to coordinate just wonderfully with these. So I'm bringing those two colors in, as well as a scrap of Whisper White. Then for the stamp, I am using this image from the Dear Doily stamp set. You can do all sorts of things. You can use focal images, you can use words, use a monogram if you're personalizing this specifically for somebody. So that's up to you, but we're going to use that one today. And then for the ink, I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist. And then, of course, we've got a couple of additional products that we're going to be utilizing. We've got to have our Post-it notes, right? So these are a mix of ones that I've picked up at a box store, some that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and that one's got a blurb on it, so we're just going to tear that top sheet off. And so you can pick these up wherever you find them, and fun to play with all the different colors, match your paper to the colors. I'm also going to bring in a couple of our punches. I'm a big fan of punches. They make crafting quick and easy, and they add a lot to your projects. So we're going to use the 1-inch circle punch and the 1 1/8 inch starburst punch, or scalloped punch there. So great for layering, and they're so quick and easy. For adhesives, I've got some double-sided tape, and of course my favorite, the Tombow Mono Multi liquid glue. Let's go ahead and bring the trimmer out, and we're going to do all of our cutting at one time. So I need a piece that is 4.5 inches wide. Now this paper's great because it is non-directional. If you do have directional paper, you're going to want to think about where you, what direction you want that to go. So as you've seen, I've got two designs. One is more landscape, one is portrait. When you decide which one you're doing, you're going to want to think about that when you're doing your cuts. So while I've got this piece all together, I'm going to come in, let me get that cutting blade out of the way so I don't make a mistake, and I'm going to score at the 1 inch mark. So doing the scoring all at once, I always overscore. I don't know why I have it. I go back and forth more than I need to. But doing that scoring all at once then means I don't have to come in with each of these individual pieces and score them separately. So much quicker. I'm going to cut these to 2 inches. And we're going to do 5 today because that's what I have left on my Post-it note holders at this time. I did a whole batch of these up, and once I find another Post-it note or get another batch, I'll use that piece, but we're just going to toss that aside for now. So we've got those 5 pieces, and now I need to cut my Lemon Lime Twist down to 4 1/4 inches by 1/2 inch, and so I'm going to get 5 of those 1/2 inch strips. Let's see, oh yeah, this piece is going to be plenty wide, plenty big enough to do that. So 3, 4, and 1 more. This is where it gets a little bit trickier because it's a little bit harder to hold on to. So make sure you're pushing down on that guide and get a nice cut. And set that aside. That's the perfect size to go with that other piece there when I get some more Post-its. That's all the cutting we're doing, so I can set that aside. Let's go ahead and come in and do our stamping. And like I said, I'm using that image with our Lemon Lime Twist, and we are just going to stamp this 5 times. And I think I got that one a little close to the edge, so probably going to do some extras because I want to leave room to come in with that punch and have enough room around the side. So let's do one more just for good measure. Use up that scrap. These punches make it so easy. Just line those images up. You can see them nicely through the hole. And we'll get our 5 cut out here, no problem. And 2 more. 4 and 5. There we go. And let's go ahead and come in with our scrap of Pool Party. And we're just going to quickly, 3, 4, 5. Now, how quick was that? Love the punches. Love them. So that paper that we're using, the Painted Seasons, I'm just going to glue these together while we visit a little bit. That is part of Sale-A-Bration. So you can earn that paper for free with a $50 order. If you're not familiar with Sale-A-Bration, it goes through the end of March, and you can earn all sorts of fun products for free just by purchasing. So there's different items at the $50 level and the $100 level. And I am a sucker for designer series paper. Like I love to use it up. So I sometimes have problem with hoarding it, but I am getting much better. So it's really pretty to look at, but it's even better. Let's get it on our projects, on our cards, and share it with other people. I just think designer series paper makes your projects really pop, and it's quick and simple. And I love quick and simple. So there we go. I've got all of those ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and come in, and while we're working with adhesives, let's get our Post-it notes, or the off-brand ones. I still call them all Post-it note, mini sticky notes, I guess, the appropriate term. We're just going to come in with some double-sided tape and put those on. And while I'm doing that, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Painted Seasons stamp set. So this is another item that you can earn for a $100 purchase. You can get the stamp set and the paper. And this is one of the distinctive stamp sets. If you haven't seen those, these are amazing. Somebody is really brilliant with the designing of these, because you see all the detail that there is in, I'm going to pick these up because I think I'm jiggling my camera a little bit too much. Sorry for that. The detailing that you see in these floral images and that pine cone, the leaves, that all comes from one stamp. So no lining up stamps for 2 layers and trying to get those lined up. It's so quick, so easy. And you get depth, and you also get shading from just one ink pad too. So I love those. So you're probably going to see a lot of these. Unfortunately, it's only available during Sale-A-Bration, but there are also other distinctive stamp sets that are out currently, and I'm sure Stampin' Up's going to come out with more because they are such a great item. All right, so I'm going to come in, and I am going to go ahead and give a fold on all of those score lines. I love with the double-sided paper from Stampin' Up that we're going to get not just a plain inside on our project. We're going to get a beautiful, we're going to get beautiful pattern paper as well. So you can score all of these different turns to go around your paper. I prefer to go ahead and just make one score line and then finger fold the rest of them around. So I'm going to just come and I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to wrap it around, and then I'm just going to give it some little creases with my fingers. And that's all I need to do. Very quick, very easy. And I'm just going to use that same one. I start with that 1-inch fold on the top, wrap it around, and give some little creases. So if you have purchase stuff during Sale-A-Bration or you enjoy paper crafting, now is a great time also to think about joining Stampin' Up. Now, to join Stampin' Up, you don't need to be a demonstrator. There's no pressure. Well, you are a demonstrator, but you don't need to be a demonstrator in the way of building a business and hosting classes and doing online tutorials. That you can have a business, definitely, and I enjoy my Stampin' Up! Business, but you can also be what I call a discount shopper. So who doesn't like a sale? You know, that's why Sale-A-Bration is so popular. We all enjoy getting a deal, and being a discount shopper is a great way to get a deal all year long. You are going to get 20% off of all future purchases, and then once you reach certain levels, you get even more discount off. So it's a great way to get a discount year-round. And then if you join during Sale-A-Bration, there's even better deals. Let me go ahead and tell you what I'm doing next, and we'll talk about that while I'm adhering these down. So I've got two different styles here. So if I'm going to have a top opening, I definitely want to think about which direction, well, even the side opening, I like to think about it, but I don't think it's quite as important. Which direction these Post-it notes are going to go and which direction it opens. So I would, if this opens up, I'm going to want my paper to be here. You're going to see when you get to unfolding, you've got one piece that is slightly longer than the other, and I like to overlap that on the top. So to me, that's the top. This is the bottom. You can do it however you want, but I'm going to want to adhere mine that way when I put them in. So let's go ahead and tear this off. Get that paper off, and then I am just going to line this up with that second fold. So I'm going to give it a slight more crease than a finger fold, and I'm just going to line that up there and insert my Post-it note right inside there. All right, there we go. So while I'm getting the rest of those together, let's get back to talking about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. During Sale-A-Bration, you can get even more stuff for free when you sign up. So for $99, you can purchase a starter kit, and you get to pick whatever you want from the Stampin' Up! Catalogs. That's the main catalog and the occasions catalog that's out currently. So all sorts of choices, and anything up to $175 for just $99. So that's a great deal in and of itself. Plus, when you sign up, you are not going to pay any shipping on that order. So another great deal during Sale-A-Bration with signing up. You get that $99 all the time, but we get more free product during Sale-A-Bration. There's also, they include a paper pumpkin kit, and if you haven't played around with paper pumpkin, it's a fun kit you get in the mail once a month, and it's got all sorts of goodies in there. There's always a stamp set, there's always an ink pad, and some kind of either ribbon or linen or embellishments. So lots of fun, and I have a video series that I have started with paper pumpkin alternatives. So I like to take the projects, they give you everything you need as well as instructions for the projects in the kit, but then I like to take and make them even more unique. So if you're interested in a demonstratorship or any of the products that I am talking about today, or any other Stampin' Up! Items, I sure would appreciate the opportunity to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or your Stampin' Up! Team. Be part of my team. So you can email me at paperstampink@gmail.com or follow the link to my website that I will post below. So I am just, again, finger folding these strips around the outside. And adhere those down. And I do like to have something, let me close this punch up, to just hold it in place for me after I put, let's go ahead and put the circles on. Put that on and hold that in place so I don't have to stand there and hold it while I'm assembling the rest of them. I'm going to do all mine this direction. You do have the option of doing the doing a Velcro dot in there as well. I just think the belly bands are really cute and fun, but definitely whatever option you want to do is up to you. I will say I love to be thrifty, and so the Velcro dots, I was I was trying to be thrifty and use a half of a Velcro dot. Don't do that. It just doesn't lay right. There are some projects that I can get away with that. This was not one, and unfortunately I discovered that after I'd already done quite a few of them, and I went to put on the circle pieces with the stamp to decorate them up, and I just thought it just doesn't lay right. So time to scrimp, time not to scrimp, and that's not one of them. So let's go ahead and get this third one, and we are almost done with all 5 of these, and they went together very quickly. Now, you know, they're going to go together a lot more quickly. 1, if you're doing even more of them at a time, and assembly lining, and 2, if you're not trying to chit-chat like I am. I know I don't work as fast when I am visiting and talking, but that's okay. I enjoy sharing with you guys, and I enjoy getting together with other people and sharing projects, or just having fun creating together. So 2 more, and we will have these ready to go and in my bin for my craft fairs. Oops. I had that one pop open because I did not set something on top of it. This liquid glue really, if you have the patience to take just a couple moments and hold it together, it will stick. I just sometimes am trying to rush through and don't take the time. So definitely take your time when you're doing those. 2 more. Here we go. And see, I don't have that perfectly lined up. I could squish that around, but I'm not going to worry so much about it because it's going to be covered up. We've got our last one, and I'm getting ready to start spring break and my daughter's wedding, so I am very excited. She is getting married this weekend, so I'm putting this video together to get out to you guys so that you have some inspiration for the weekend, and I am going to be enjoying her wedding, and I am so excited. She's marrying a very nice young man, and we're just blessed to have him become part of our family. Hope you guys have some fun things you're planning over spring break if you are in that stage where you have kids in school or work at a school. I work at a school, so I get spring break off still, and definitely enjoy that and have fun. So there we go. That's our last one. When I get back from the wedding, I'm going to share with you some fun items that I did. I'll just give you a sneak peek preview. This is one of the items that we did for a okay, it's a little fun pouch, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, and it's a little gift that I did for the guests that are attending the wedding. And there we go. There's our 5 Post-it note holders. I will sell these at my craft fair for $1 a piece, and I may do something like 6 for $5. I haven't really decided for sure. These are a new item for my craft fair this year. I've done larger ones before, but I think these are going to be great. I'll just put them all in a bin, and people can pick and choose the ones that they like. You have a great weekend. Do something creative and share it with someone that you love.